Hi, I'm back. So for today's video, we are going to differentiate the rate, period rate, and time of term. Let's start with the rate. So the rate is the yearly percentage increase or interest of an investment or loan. It tells how much money grows in a year or in 1 year. For example, if a bank offers 5% interest per year, then it means that the investment is increases then this the investment increases by 5% every year. So, in other words, in layman's term, your rate is the rate. Annual rate, meaning rate per year. Again, when we say rate, it is the yearly percentage increase or interest of an investment or loan. Again, that is your annual rate. We are talking about the yearly rate. Okay, now let's move on. Now, what about period rate? So for period rate, it is the interest rate for one conversion period, not the whole year. Last meeting, we discussed the conversion period, right? So for period rate, it is the interest rate for one conversion. For the rate, it is 1 year, but for period rate, it's not the whole year, not the whole year. So it depends on how often interest is added. It could be monthly, quarterly, etc. So in this example, if the annual rate is 12% compounded monthly, for example, we have 12%, so it means that 12%, the rate is 12%. Therefore, we need to divide it by 12 months. So meaning, so it means that your period rate will be 1% because this is your annual rate. And we are talking about the period rate, and your conversion period is 1 month. So with this, so the period rate is 1% per month. Don't forget, the conversion period is the time between a payment of interest, or the frequency of conversion is how many times you pay the interest for a year. Since in period rate, we are talking about the conversion period. Since the question here is monthly, so therefore we are going to divide the annual rate to 12 months. Is 12. That's why we did it. So in a month, your period rate is 1%. All right, next. Number three is the time of term. The time of term is the total length of time money is invested or borrowed, usually measured in years. It tells how long the money is left in the bank or loaned. So, for example, here, if Jasmine invests money for 3 years, then what does it mean? Again, what will be your time of term? So, when we say time of term, is the total length of time. So, the time of term in this example is time of term is 3 years. Okay, thank you for listening. See you again to our next lesson. Don't forget the rate, period term, and time of term. For the rate, it is the annual rate. For The period of trade, it is the rate in accordance with one conversion period. And for the time term, it is the total length of time. Okay, goodbye. Don't forget